All right, let's dive into something I think we all feel deep down, that relentless, nonstop pressure to just go faster. Today, we're going to unpack this tension between our constant drive to accelerate and the quiet, powerful wisdom of hitting the brakes.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? That constant push to do more, get more, be more. It feels like we're all running in this huge race, but where's the finish line anyway? What if the real source of all this pressure isn't somewhere out there, but right inside us?
Now, this is the core idea we're exploring. And just to be clear, this empty space isn't some flaw or something you need to fix. Far from it. It's actually the source of our ambition, our drive, our need to connect. It's the engine that powers our entire lives. So let's see how that engine gets started.
Think about it. Our lives don't start with quiet reflection. They start with a bang. From the moment we're born, from our very first cry, we are creatures of pure, forward momentum. Action is our first language, long before we ever learn a single word.
It all starts in infancy, where we're just pure drive. Our cries are demands for life itself. As kids, we explore by doing. We run, we jump, we touch everything. But then, things start to shift. As teenagers, that drive gets pointed towards a new goal, fitting in, belonging. And by the time we're young adults, boom, we're in a full-blown race for what society calls success.
And this is the great illusion that takes over our lives. We start to believe that the fastest person is the smartest, that a quick decision is a strong decision, that being busy means you're living a full, meaningful life. But there's a huge problem with that math. Life isn't just about how fast you're going, it's about where you're headed.
But then, usually after a few bumps and bruises, life starts to teach us a very different lesson. It's a quieter kind of wisdom, one that comes from experience. We start to realize that all the power isn't just in the gas pedal. Sometimes the real magic is in the brakes. We learn that living life at full throttle, well, it has a price.
Man, this list just hits so close to home today, doesn't it? In our world of constant notifications and pings, these aren't just youthful mistakes anymore. This is daily life for so many of us. Stress literally makes us think smaller, and we're constantly pushed to make these huge life decisions while surrounded by digital noise, all because of that pressure to just decide now.
This is the huge mental shift. It's the moment we stop valuing pure reaction time and start valuing real, considered judgment. We go from asking, what's the answer right now, to what are the consequences of this a week from now, a year from now? Being able to see that bigger picture, that's the real superpower you get when you learn to slow down.
Okay, so let's go back to that core idea, that empty space, because this is the key. This is what helps us understand why we're always running in the first place. It's the engine that's been pushing us this entire time.
This quote just nails the human condition, you know? We're born with this fundamental feeling of being incomplete, this sort of internal void. And really, our whole life becomes a journey to figure out what can truly, authentically fill it.
This concept, called Hatchalal Hapanui in Hebrew, is the crucial piece of the whole puzzle. And it's so important to get this. It's not a flaw to be fixed. It's our primary motivator. It's like a vacuum. Its emptiness is what pulls life, experience, and other people towards us. It's why we build things, why we fall in love, why we get out of bed in the morning.
So our relationship with this inner space kind of grows up with us. First, you've got the eruption stage. This is that frantic, youthful search to fill the void with anything and everything. Then, we hopefully get to stabilization. The panic calms down, and we start to notice that not all fillers are the same. We begin to tell the difference between what actually nourishes us and what's just junk food for the soul. And finally, we can reach the mission stage, where we stop just randomly grabbing things and start intentionally seeking out true meaning.
And that transition from just stabilizing to finding a mission, man, that's where life gets really, really good. This is where we learn the actual art of filling that space, the art of choosing what we allow into our lives. This becomes the first great question of a wiser life. You start paying attention to your own energy. After you hang out with someone or after a day at work, do you feel more alive or do you feel totally drained? You start to tell the difference between things that actually give you life and things that just kill time, leaving you feeling just as empty as when you started. And the questions, they just get deeper. We start to see past that illusion of just being busy. We start asking ourselves, is this a real connection, or am I just playing a part? Is this something that actually matters to me, or is it just another way to avoid sitting with myself in the quiet?
You see, this completely reframes the whole idea of slowing down. It's not about being scared or hesitating, it's about being precise. It's the difference between just spraying a hose everywhere versus using a sniper rifle. It's about choosing to aim carefully before you fire off your time and energy.
So look, the goal here is not to just stop moving entirely. This isn't a call to go live in a cave. The real wisdom is found in the balance, in the rhythm between these two essential parts of life, accelerating and reflecting.
And at the end of the day, this is the choice we're making all the time. We can fill our lives with noise and cheap thrills. They're easy, they're instant, and they disappear just as quickly, leaving us hungry again. Or we can choose to fill that inner space with real meaning, with purpose, with genuine connection. It's a much slower process for sure, but what you build is built to last.
And that's the true balance. Life needs both pedals. We have to accelerate to build things, to create, to go out and experience the world. But we also have to slow down, to reflect, to choose, and to make absolutely sure that the things we're building are the things that will truly matter in the end.
So the final question really is for you. That inner space, that incredible engine that drives your life, what are you choosing to fill it with? Is it just noise, or is it meaning? Honestly, it might be the most important question you ever answer for yourself. Thanks for joining me for this one.